Hi YouTube. Basically we're on day 4, day 5 of the Libre testing. Doing well, really well. It's actually proven that, well, not proven, but shown that I needed more insulin for carb counting. So I'm now on 2 units for every 10 grams of carbs, which is 1 every 5. That is my regime. I'm not saying go around shooting yourself up with insulin and going hypo or anything like that. That's what I am on personally. The reason that is because it shows you a nice little graph that is easy to look at. I've noticed it myself where I can look at the graph and actually see what's going on, how I'm peaking in the morning. Obviously this was today, and at 12 o'clock, as you can see, she's changed my insulin, and as soon as I took it to the 2 units per 10 grams, it went down. Again, you can see my bloods have gone from like 20s down to 11s, 9s, 8s, 10s, and I'm talking 20s, 19s, 18s, constant. Again, I'll show you, look, 16 is the lowest there, 15. So it has worked. It's shown them that I'm not going crazy, that it isn't, when I was taking my insulin for the carb counting, it wasn't bringing me down. So it's shown them as well that that's what my regime is like. I also got I went to the course today, but it was cancelled for people being ill. So I actually spoke to my diabetic nurse. That's when she changed my insulin, and she gave me my strips. These are just the blood strips. I haven't got the ketone ones on me at the moment because I had to put in a prescription and I had to wait for the script to be filled, and it wasn't done today, so I can't show you the other ones. I think the other ones are more of a lilac-y purple rather than the bluish sort of tinge. These are available on prescription, however the sensor isn't. These and the ketone strips are. They don't like using the ketone strips because they are quite expensive, but I have to use them just in case my bloods are high for 3 or 4 or 5 readings, which I should have been doing, but I was doing it on my glucoman. Now the glucoman and the freestyle libre are calibrated. Is that the right word? Calibrated, not collaborated, because I keep on saying collaborated. It's calibrated differently. So this might say 10, my glucoman might say 8, but I am taking it with the blood. So that's why she's given me these. So I can get off the glucoman meter and I can stick to just having this one in my bag instead of carrying 2, which is good. Also, so that I can test the blood and see the difference between the blood reading and the beepy reading. Again, it's telling me to check my glucose, which is a good timing. So we'll do that now, and I have had some biscuits, so it may be going a little bit high because I've got to take my last dose of insulin, which is A, my background insulin, and B, my fast-acting insulin, which is my correction dose just before I go to bed. So I'll only be taking a couple of units if it's high. Hopefully it won't be too bad. So it is a little bit high. It's gone to 13.9. That's the highest I've had it today. Not really worried about it, but I will be taking, say, 2, maybe 3 units just to drop it down. I'll then be able to see if I am having like a hypo overnight, because obviously it'll drop down, but it shouldn't go too low. And then obviously I'll be able to tell what it is in the morning. So that'll give me a good reading as well. Not only that, with this little machine, my little pal, this is my little pal now, my partner, if he is awake, or if he is, you know, if he feels like I'm under, you know, I've gone hypo, or I feel clammy, or restless, or anything like that, or he can't wake me, headache, all like that, and I just don't want to be woke up, whatever, great, beep, he knows what to do. Okay, so that's a good thing about that. The other thing that I've got to tell you about the sensor itself is that you can get a bath. I said it in the day 3 video, I think. I was kind of sat like this, the first bath that I had, and I thought, no, this is no good, can't keep my arm up like this forever. So then I decided to put it in the water, did my hair, when I got washed, I sort of washed round the sensor like that. I've been told today that you don't have to do that. You can actually soap sud it, but not plaster it in soap suds, you know. I'm not saying get a tub of shower gel and squeeze it all over your arm. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that you just go about your daily routine, get your soap suds on, wash them off. There you go. Don't scrub at it. Don't. No, just take it easy with it. Even though it's stuck on, if you pull that off, and this is, bing, don't, right? That's your telling off. If you pull it off, you have to start with a new sensor. Now, if you do that at day one, they don't replace them if they get pulled off. They only replace them for a sensor fault. So don't do it. And they do keep an eye on who's phoning up day 1, day 5, day 12. And if you carry on doing that every 2 weeks, they'll get into that, they'll see the pattern that you're running out every 2 weeks. So therefore, don't, right? They may replace it once and you maybe get off with it once, but they're not going to replace it time and time again. So please be careful in the bath, but not careful to the point of, oh no, I'm not going to touch it. Just go about your daily routine. That is one point that I can say. I've been told. So the soap suds don't really affect it. Again, it's submergible for 30 minutes continuous. I was only in the bath 5 minutes and obviously doing my hair and things like that. It went out, in, out, in, out. Not a problem. I did get an error up on the screen yesterday. It wasn't after the bath or anything like that. It was yesterday, during the day. And I beeped my arm and it said sensor error. I have actually asked about this, and the sensor error is basically, it's like a tape recorder. It does 8 hours and then goes back to the beginning and then does 8 hours. However, it does keep 8 hours, it keeps 90 days, sorry, on here. So it's 8 hours a day all the time for 90 days. So it's not like you got 8 hours and then it's going to rewrite it and you're going to lose everything. No, you've got 90 days. So after the 8 hours, it goes back to the beginning and starts 8 hours again. When you don't lose any data whatsoever. When it goes back, it takes, well, I beeped again 2 minutes after it gave me that message, and it beeped fine, and the graph carried on. It didn't sort of break, and then no, it carried on. It gave me my last readings, etc., etc. So it does do that every so often after 8 hours. So please be aware of that. Don't think you've broke your meter. Don't think that you've broke your sensor like I did. I thought I'd caught my sensor at some point. It isn't. It's just the 8 hour lapse and it resetting itself. When I say resetting itself, it's not resetting the device. It's resetting the sensor for the next 8 hours. If you are testing late at night, like I do one like now, which was about 12:30 at night because I hardly sleep. But when I do sleep. But if you are testing at 12:30 at night, I get up at 6:30 in the morning just to test my bloods. It isn't that I'm awake and I'm going, oh my God, I've got to test my bloods. It is literally pick that up off the table and beep. If it's on a weekend, obviously I'm up for my little girl anyway, but if she's away or out like that and I fancy lying, just pick it up, beep, go back to sleep. Easiest thing in the world. No landslets, no let's try this, no, oh, turn light on, nothing like that. Great thing. I have got to test my bloods for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and just before I go to bed. So that's when I'm testing my bloods. That's just at the moment. In the next couple of weeks, when I've got used to this and how it changes and the millimole difference between a blood test and this, and obviously the 5-minute delay from these to that, then I might even have to only go down to 1 or 2 tests a day when I'm driving, etc. Because it does not cover you for driving. Does not cover you for driving. I think that's everything, except for that I'm going to be doing a video on the Carbs and Cows app to show you how that works. Great app. You just need internet. That's the only downfall to it. You have to have at least internet to download the pictures, etc. But I'll show you that. You can do things like, these are what I had a munch on. I had 2 of these, and you can take a screenshot of it, picture of it, and then just put in your own values that's on the back of there, and it will work out your carbs and how much insulin you need to take. Oh, that's another thing. They will be putting the code into this for me after, sorry, that just popped in, after my 2 week is up. After my 2 week is up for this sensor and I get my new sensor in, the code will be going in this to tell me exactly how much insulin to do. It means that I don't have to work out most of my carbs. However, I will still be doing it just to double check. So yeah, so I'll be checking the carbs and cals app with yourselves, showing you how it works, how to do certain things, how to set bits of it up, how to read it, etc. I'm also going to do, sorry, I had some on my face then, I think it was a hair. I'm also going to do the Libre, not link up, what is it, Libre app that comes, that you can get free of charge on Google Play. It is only on Google Play. It is not on the iPhone as of yet. It's the one that where basically it does what this does. It's a little bit better, I must admit, because you beep it with NFC, you can add notes in, whereas this, you can add notes in, but only up to 5-10 minutes. After then, you can't add any notes in, but your phone you can. So I'll be showing you how to do that as well, and what it looks like and what I see. I'll also be showing you the link up one, which is what my partner sees, and I'll be doing it in 2 separate videos because I've got to video it on my phone and then video it on from my partner's phone to my, etc. And I will also be doing a video later on, sort of probably about day 11, maybe day 12, of how to put this on the computer. I will be doing it first hand on how to put it on the computer. We'll be going through it step by step, see what problems I run into, see if it does what I want it to do. There may be a lot of clicking. I will be doing it first hand, and hopefully you will be with me doing it first hand. I'll probably might even be doing it live on Facebook. So I don't know how to do live on here, but on Facebook I might be doing it live so that people can actually see what I go through, how it goes, whether it's a disaster, whether it's a success, etc. The pros and the cons, and probably a lot of, you like that, or, hey. So we'll be actually doing that live, probably, if my partner can video. You know you love me. So if he can video, then I'll be doing it live, and actually showing you a printout of it, seeing if it prints out fine, seeing how big it prints out. There's no point in having a little graph like that, doing all that so that I can show you what I will be giving my diabetic nurse for my own personal diabetes check-in, overall, whatever you want to call it. I have got a HB1AC booked for the week before the consultant, and that HB1AC at the moment on the app is saying, I think it's 104%. I was at 94%. They want me down to 78%. So I have actually gone up, but he will be able to see that it's because of them swapping and changing me insulin, it not working, the insulin not working, because obviously you've got to give it time to work, i.e., try one per 3 millimoles to drop, try 1 per 2 millimoles to drop, try 2 units per 10 grams, or whatever your regime is, and them swapping and changing. Huh? Yeah, you can become resistant to it and things like that. So there's all different factors. Not only that, there's factors like stress, women's problems, say no more, if you run down, if you do exercise, if you go swimming, if you go to the gym, if you, you're feeling down, depressed, sad. There's all that as well that covers a wide range that can make your bloods go sky high or can make your blood drop. So obviously we've had to work out that. I've only been away from him. Yeah, man flu. My partner just said man flu. Man flu. You know, anything like that, you're being ill or anything like that. Infections as well. But I've only been away from my consultant for 3 months, and the target was 78%, which I'm a little bit upset about. But they have been swapping and changing and things like that, and saying, well, what happened there, what happened there. So obviously I've got to take that in consideration. Hopefully, fingers crossed, with what I'm doing now and how the insulin's set up and it's working as of today at 12 o'clock, hopefully that 78% target, the next 3 months, which will be March time, will be smashed. Fingers crossed. We're hoping for it. So, yeah. So that's basically a lowdown of the Libre. It's been not a long video, but quite a long video. And I hope that you do actually join me for the laptop and things like that. Oh, the other thing is, this doesn't come with the case. So I'm going to have it around my neck for this bit, but the actual landslets and the strips, etc., and the little pen pricky finger thing, I've got some cases upstairs for my old meters, so I might use one of them. If somebody has seen something that you can keep the landslets in, because the little lids don't stay on, and I've pricked my finger God knows how many times on the thing in my bag. If there's something that you've seen, or a little carton, I don't want to carry around a big sharps box with me everywhere. It's not embarrassing. It's just that, you know, you get funny looks and things like that. I've got one about so high, maybe, you know, quite a big one. Not huge, but it's still a bit of a hindrance. Something that I can put in my bag, you know, a bit like that, but not huge. That's my pens, by the way. And a bit harder, you know, maybe something with a case with 2 pockets, one with a zip, so you can put them in, so I can dispose of them when I get home. If you know of anything like that, I've tried the roll of film that you used to get in your old cameras, the little ones like that. I've tried the actual there's test strip bottles. You can only fit about 2 or 3 in there, and then that's it. I ain't carrying all them around with me. So, and I have to put them in the door in my car and catch my fingers on them when I'm trying to find stuff. It's ridiculous. So if you do know anything about anything that is like that on the market, or you've got something that you've seen that may do well, I've tried Tic Tac little things, those don't work, just let me know. Comment here, comment, and I will have a look at it, and because it will help me out. Try and help me, because I'm trying to help you. That's sort of the theory here. If you do actually have anything else that you want to comment on about the Libre, whether you're finding it good, whether you've been using it since it first came out and you're finding it absolutely brilliant, whether you tried it once, it fell off, that's it, you know, what can I do, out like that, let me know. I am also still waiting for the cases. I will, as soon as I get them, I will take you through it just as I am doing. Probably just as I'm doing it. It'll probably be a whoopsie video, like a whoops, oh no, never mind. You know, video. As soon as I get them, I will let you know. So, yeah, comment down. Please watch. If you like these sort of videos, let me know. If you hate them, let me know. Either way, I'm just out there to help. So, right, I shall see you tomorrow. Bye.